You hear 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and again 5, 4, and then they'd shut up and you just see their fingers. And then you're on. I mean, literally, you're on. And a certain aspect of your personality, if you get in this business, you got to be on to a certain degree. Well, not quite the same.
How many years did Lois sit on your left?
Many, many, many years. We met in about 1976 when we were both working at a TV station in Sacramento.
She was on one end of the newsroom and I was on the other end. And eventually I spotted this really attractive, tall, leggy blonde, very good reporter, newscaster. And I remember remarking to a friend of mine, I said, I'm going to marry her. And I did marry her.
We married in 1979, about a year before we came to CNN. That was sort of the heyday of local anchors. There were no other options for watching TV, and so we had huge ratings.
The notion then was, can we actually fill 24 hours a day with news? So far as knowing for sure whether it was going to work, no. But what a grand experiment.
Stand by, ready, 3, take 3, Mike, here.
6 p.m., June 1st, 1980, was the first cablecast of CNN.
And Ted Turner threw to CNN and the studio inside, and now I think he said CNN News.
Good evening, I'm David Walker.
And I'm Lois Hart. Now here's the news. President Carter has arrived in Fort...
We found out we were going to be the anchors of that newscast about, what, 3 or 4 days before that?
Probably.
And it's kind of like, wow, you know, you just kind of swallowed hard. We were told anyway, the reason we were selected, Ted just, for whatever reason.
Yeah, Ted
he just liked our style.
Ted was the one who made the choice.
You know, whatever we did on air, he thought we would best represent CNN at that time. And so it was because of Ted, and quite an honor.
I dedicate the news channel for America.
Ted Turner is a visionary, very smart, little crazy, brilliant businessman. Brilliant, brilliant businessman.
A choice for the American...
When he created CNN, they did research. And they said, don't do it. It's not going to work. It's a bad idea. You're going to lose money. And he rolled every cent. He's a Mississippi riverboat gambler. He rolled every nickel he had in that operation. And sure enough, it did work.
Skies over Baghdad have been illuminated.
The first Gulf War, when CNN had live reports coming out of Baghdad, and the great visuals of the bombs going off and some terrific reporting going on, I think that's when the world and the nation, everybody said, that was a wow moment.
It's interesting that most of what people talk about when they're in the news is how fluffy and light news in general has gotten. The argument being they don't want hard news, and we're going to try softer programming.
But I don't have a problem with that. That's part of a day. So let's say out of 10 stories, you can have 1 or 2 that is of vital interest and importance. The rest of them are just fun to watch and amusing.
CNN has provided a product over the years that the world would never have gotten any other way, which is a window to the world, really, that wouldn't have happened and wouldn't have driven all the rest of the cable networks to even be born.